Well, a story in yesterday's USA Today was a front page story, actually about 25% of the front page. It says, Jaws breaker, shark attack set world record in 2015. What has that got to do with us? Well, of the 98 incidents, 59 were in the U.S. and 18 in Australia. Well, historically, when you talked about shark attacks, everybody knew about the Great Barrier Reef in Australia where the great white sharks were, and that was it. Nobody talked about shark attacks in the United States 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago, and certainly not during the Beach Boy days and the Surfing City, USA, or whatever it was, all the surfers out there around Hawaii. Well, now guess what? Sharks are going crazy and eating people around Hawaii and up and down the eastern seaboard on the coast of California. Okay? Of the 98 incidents last year, 59 were in the U.S. Only 18 were in Australia. Historically, the place where there's more shark attacks than any place else. Okay, so what is going on here? Well, this is a symptom of the ocean dying. There's not much fish out there, and so before we were kind of big prey for sharks. They like things smaller, the size of a salmon kind of thing, or a mackerel, or a grouper. They weren't interested in bothering humans, especially on surfboards. It looked like a big something or other swimming around, right? But now we're kind of easy targets, and that's because there's not much fish out there. When you look on a menu at a restaurant, it says Atlantic salmon. That's probably grown in a pond in Louisiana or North Carolina or Texas, okay? Not coming from the Atlantic Ocean. There's a species of salmon, okay, or a variety of salmon. And now if they say wild-caught Atlantic salmon, then you're going to get one from the ocean. But guess what? That isn't happening much. Well, also 85% of personal bankruptcies in America are due to medical bills. Experts are saying our kids will die before their parents. Our generation of kids will be the first generation of Americans where the kids die before their parents. What is going on here? Well, it appears we're in one of those catastrophic times of biblical proportions, okay? And what is going on? Well, this all started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City and the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge. I want you to get a hold of the books, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, Rare Earths Been Cures, okay? And what you're going to see is this. Everything has changed since 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street, New York City. And prior to that, for 5,000 years, going back past the days of the pharaohs and kings, the universal fuel in the world was wood, and people would burn wood, and there was gray powder left over, and everybody called it ashes because that's all they knew about was ashes. Anything that burnt that had this powder we called ashes. Well, it turns out that wood ashes are 95% to 98% minerals that the tree sucked up out of the ground, and only 2 to 5% are actually carbon that was left over, didn't quite get burned all the way, and this is what turns these plant mineral powders gray or black. Well, it turns out that these plant minerals, a.k.a. wood ashes, when it was put into gardens for fertilizer, really increased the yield. People knew that all over the world. It was universal. What nobody knew then, still most people don't know today. Certainly environmentalists don't know that. Al Gore doesn't know it, okay? And we're talking about agricultural schools don't know this. The government doesn't know it. But I'm going to tell you now. The plants not only were fertilized for growth and increased yield by putting the plant minerals, a.k.a. wood ashes, in the garden, but the plants also sucked up much of those minerals. And so you got all these minerals that the tree had sucked up out of the ground in the pumpkins and the squash and tomatoes and okra and bell peppers, peas and beans and lentils and potatoes and onions and corn, whatever you were throwing the wood ashes on. And people ate those foods and got their nutritional mineral source indirectly from the wood ashes, a.k.a. plant minerals, were fed to the plants. Well, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City, on the bluff overlooking the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, Thomas Edison pulled the switch on the first commercial electric generating plant. Within 10 years, every town, every municipality, and every city in the industrialized world converted from wood as a universal fuel to what? Oh, yeah, electricity. Well, how many wood ashes are left over in your home every morning when you fuel your home with electricity? None. So what did people replace their traditional source of nutritional minerals with? Nothing, because nobody knew that's where they were getting them. Nobody even knew anything about it, just ate a piece of meat and ate a tomato. They didn't know that the plants were our source of minerals because we were fertilizing them with minerals from plant ashes. Well, it gets worse because people liked it. Politicians jumped in and said, hey, you vote for me, I'll dam up the rivers, we'll get electricity, and everything will be wonderful. And they even got an unintended consequence called flood control. Well, historically, the most expensive and most fertile lands on Earth were floodplains. Every time it would flood in the spring, water would recede a couple of months later, and there was left behind what? Oh, silt, which are minerals from mountains hundreds or maybe even thousands of miles upstream. Did farmers push those to the side before they planted? No, they would plow them in every year and renew the soil of minerals. Well, now we have flood control, so there's no more floods, no more silt, and after about 10, 12 years, the soil was empty of minerals because plants would suck them up every year. When they're not replacing them, after 10, 12 years of growing plants, guess what? You can rotate the crops all you want, but guess what? They're not going to put back minerals. So we have this problem. We have this conundrum. This is what's causing all of our problems, all our nutritional deficiencies of humans and animals and plants and so forth, and land. And so even the United States Senate in 1936 said, U.S. Senate Document 264, our soils are depleted. 95% of Americans are minerally deficient. That's the U.S. government, USDA. So get a hold of the book Epigenetics, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Rare Earths and Gears. Take the 90 essential nutrients and save your kids. Don't let them die before you. Don't be standing at graveside burying your children. Supplement them, and they will live. Don't supplement them, you'll be burying them. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're looking to lose weight, try JavaFit Diet Plus 62, a high-energy, gourmet coffee fortified with a blend of nutrients such as gambosia, citrus, and an extra shot of caffeine to pump up energy and help achieve a healthy weight. Unlike most diet drinks, you won't taste a difference. But for this to work, you can't load your coffee with cream and sugar. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I thought we'd talk a bit about statin drugs today, as I have a story here that I got from Natural News, headlined, Science Shock, Statins Double the Risk of Diabetes. Long-term study published in the Journal of General Internal Medicine has shown that statin users are more than twice as likely to develop type 2 diabetes compared to those who didn't use statins. Additionally, they are 250% more likely to develop the disease in conjunction with complications including nerve, kidney, and eye damage than non-statin users. They tracked individuals through a database for nearly a decade, set out with the objective to examine the association between statin use and the onset of diabetes, diabetic complications, overweight, obesity in cohort of healthy adults. After assessing statin users and non-users during this time, researchers concluded that diabetes, diabetic complications, and being overweight or being obese were more commonly diagnosed among statin users than similar non-statin users in a healthy cohort of adults. Professor Isaac Manzi, a heart specialist at the University of Texas, led the study, said the findings are alarming, adding that such a correlation was never shown before. It's even made him think twice when it comes to how he prescribes such drugs. Interestingly, though, he says he doesn't entirely advocate that people stop statin drug use, since statin therapy is a cornerstone of treatment of cardiovascular disease. Said, of course, it isn't the first time that there's been a bad rap on statins. It's been shown that statins are harmful. Not too long ago, scientists found that statin drugs deactivate stem cells that are involved with the body's cellular repair. As a result, mental and physical decline is virtually inevitable, with side effects ranging from muscle pain, fatigue, to diabetes and liver dysfunction. 100 million people worldwide are on statin drugs. Wow.
Well, in February of 2012, the FDA sent an urgent stop email to all medical doctors, and the short version of that is that it said in the email, urgent stop writing prescriptions for statin drugs, and it listed them, Mevacor, Lipitor, Zocor, Levostatin, about 10 of them it listed. It said, do not write prescriptions for these drugs anymore. That's the FDA, okay, back in February 2012. It also said, do not recommend that your patients take cholesterol-restricted diets. If you do, it will increase the risk of type 2 diabetes by 52%. That was in February of 2012. And then it also said it will increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease by 100%. Okay, now not one doctor forwarded that email to any of their patients. Every doctor who did not forward that email to their patients and cancel their prescriptions for statin drugs should go to jail. Okay? And there's no doubt about it that one of the worst possible things that happened from the statin drugs was Alzheimer's disease, because 95% of your brain weight, almost 100% of the myelin, the white matter of the brain, is cholesterol. And when cholesterol in statin drugs is reduced, you can't maintain your myelin, the insulated material in your brain, and you get Alzheimer's disease. You get low T. You get erectile dysfunction. Women get menopause in their age 30 instead of 60, 70. And so statin drugs have been one of the worst possible prescription drugs ever created, because cholesterol is not the cause of cardiovascular disease and plugged arteries. It's inflammation, not cholesterol. And it was one of those failed medical theories. Every century, Doug, there's thousands of failed medical theories in the 20th century and 21st century, no different, except that they kill more people in the 20th century and 21st century than they did 5,000 years ago, because every doctor wants to write the prescriptions. Every pharmaceutical company wants to make the statin drugs, right? So, get a hold of the books, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theories of Transmission, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Rare Earths and Cures, and Live. We'll be back. The Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California, and Jesus, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hey, Jesus, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Dr. Wallach?
Okay, what's up, sir?
I bought your book, Dead Doctors Don't Die. I mean,
Don't lie?
that one in the,
Yeah.
and I saw your Benny Hinn show.
Okay.
I
Yeah, Pastor Benny is a very, very fun guy.
Yeah, I love watching it. I watch it over and over. I even have it on the YouTube. I'm taking right now spironolactone and labatol HCl for my congested heart failure. And I have
I missed that. For your what?
Right now, for my congested heart failure.
Oh, you have congestive heart failure, okay?
And I have I'm on dialysis right now. I had an acute failure or something like that.
Okay, kidney failure, dialysis.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on dialysis and I'm diabetic.
You have diabetes also?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, is that a yes?
I started buying your product. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I started buying your products towards the end of December.
Okay.
I bought the Ultra Daily, the Sweeties, the Tangerine pills,
Mm-hmm.
the A Plus, the EFA,
Mm-hmm.
the Selenium, and the Niacin.
Okay. And have you seen any results?
I'm still on dialysis,
Okay.
but I do pee. And that's
Okay,
what I
good.
don't understand.
What is your blood sugar in the morning before you take medicine?
My blood sugar?
Mm-hmm.
It ranges. It's always under 200. It never goes over 200. But it's like 120, 140, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how much do you weigh?
I weigh 188.
Okay. Do you have any history of any skin problems, any eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis, or asthma?
No.
Okay. Do you have any history of bowel problems, constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, appendicitis?
No, I don't.
Okay. Any brothers and sisters with any of those things?
No, not that I know of. I don't think they have any of that stuff.
Okay. Very good. All right. This is a Shar thing. Here's a guy, Shar, weighs 188 pounds, has congestive heart failure. He's on dialysis, which could be secondary to the congestive heart failure. It could be that he has, quote, kidney failure, unquote, and he has type 2 diabetes, and he's not quite getting his blood sugar down. To me, he should have his blood sugar, if it's under control, it should be below 100, and he's running 120 to 140, so it's not quite under control yet. So what would you do for this guy?
I would get him on a gluten-free diet immediately.
Okay. Hang on, we got to run to one of those message moments. We'll come back. Shar and I will give you programs. Get your pen and paper ready, Jesus. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to California and Jesus. And again, Char, 188 pounds, congestive heart failure, dialysis, and type 2 diabetes. And we got through the gluten-free diet, and that, of course, includes the dog, the cat, the bird, the fish, spouse, mother-in-law, roommate, renter. Everybody in the household is going to be gluten-free to prevent cross-contamination and maximize absorption of nutrients. And then no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils. And what would you give him as a supplement program, Char?
Well, I'd give him 2. He needs 2. I'd give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and then I would add, for the kidney problems, I would add the classic ultimate daily, and the niacin plus, which he's taken, and then for the diabetes, I would add the sweeties.
Okay, I'd give him 3 of those twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you do for the? You started out good on the dialysis. There's one other thing I would add for the dialysis.
Oh, the cardio sticks.
Well, you got it right. Yeah, ultimate cardio sticks, absolutely. 188 pounds. I'd have him take 2 a day. That's 2 boxes a month. They come 30 in a box. And the ultimate cardio sticks, the ultimate daily classic, and the niacin plus are designed to support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries, even those little bitty afferent arteries, is 10,000 times smaller than the diameter of your hair, which carry the dirty blood into the filtering units in the kidneys. And the fact that you're still urinating, that's a good thing, Jesus, because that means you're going to respond quickly. So give us a call every couple of weeks. Bring us up to date. You're welcome to call anytime for questions, but don't disappear on us for 6 months or so. We need to keep in touch with you because you can be one of our poster boys here. I think you're going to see some great things with your diabetes, your dialysis, and your congestive heart failure. Oh, there's one other thing we could throw in for the congestive heart failure, Char.
Or it's de-stress, I forgot. Yep.
Yeah, de-stress. Yeah, very good. Yeah, de-stress, specifically, you have to appreciate, Jesus, most of the time, not all the time, but I'd say probably 95% of the time, congestive heart failure is caused by a deficiency of a single vitamin. And so the de-stress capsules have an enormous amount of that one vitamin in there. And so I want you to take 3 of those twice a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month. And watch the magic happen. Okay, Doug, let's start another one.
Well, let's head to Las Vegas, Nevada. And Allison, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Allison, what's on?
Hey there. Thanks for taking my call, Dr. Wallach. I'm calling regarding my friend's 17-month-old daughter. She has viral pneumonia that she's had for a month. She does have Down syndrome, and she just has not been able to get over this viral pneumonia.
Okay. Now, does the kid have any skin problems?
Not to my knowledge.
Does the mother have any skin
She
problems?
looked pretty good last I saw her.
Does the mother have any skin problems? Dry skin, eczema, dermatitis?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, if she's a good friend, you'd know it. And then hang on, we'll be back, ask you a couple more questions, and then we'll have some great suggestions for you, Allison. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Nevada and Allison. Okay, let's see here. Char, here's a child with Down syndrome, has a chronic viral respiratory problem, viral pneumonia, the doctors are calling it. And so 17 months old. Do you have any idea how much this year-and-a-half-old baby weighs?
She weighs 18 pounds.
18 pounds, okay. What would you do for this child, Char?
Well, I would give it the killer biotic, and you'd have to break the dose up, but I'd give it the killer biotic, and I'd give it some maybe colloidal silver.
Okay. And what would you do for a supplement? Is the mother breastfeeding this child, Allison, or is the baby on formula?
She supplements with breast milk still.
Okay, so she's getting
eating food as
baby's
well.
getting breast milk as well as food.
Yes.
Okay. How much does the mother weigh?
Oh, she's probably 125.
Okay. So we can get these nutrients into the baby through breast milk. That might be, at this point, the easiest way. What would you give the mother, Char, to get into the baby in addition to the killer biotic?
I would give her a healthy brain and heart pack, personally. That's what I'd give her.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, and so the mother needs to be on a gluten-free diet, as Char says, absolutely no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, all of which depress the immune system and cause inflammation in the body, including the mother and the baby. And I would also, in addition to no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, I would give the mother, at 125 pounds, one healthy brain and heart pack, as Char says, In addition, I get her an extra bottle of selenium, so she could take 6 a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner, with the selenium. And let's see here. I would also throw in the synaptive to the mother, okay? I would also throw in, which is good for brain function, I would also throw in the immortalium. And this is going to help maximize this baby's mental faculties as well as physical faculties. Just by supplementation, you can actually increase the IQ of these Down syndrome babies by as much as 50 points, which makes them much more functional. And certainly, you want to start the baby on its own supplements, and I would give it, of the adult dose, go ahead and give it a teaspoon of the adult dose twice a day, teaspoon of everything that the mother's taking, a teaspoon at breakfast and a teaspoon at dinner time, is 1 teaspoon twice a day per 20 pounds of body weight. And then call us, if you would, Allison, every couple of weeks. Let us know how this baby's doing. We'll walk you guys through this. Okay, Doug, let's see here. Do we have time to start another one?
We certainly do. It's to Costa Mesa, California. And Mark, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Mark, you're on the air.
My dad's 83, weighs 141. He's got glaucoma, chronic obstructive asthma, and he's been treated a couple times for diverticulitis. He's kind of concerned about the diverticulitis lately.
Okay.
And
he weighs 141 pounds, 83 years old.
Yeah.
So let's go with that. That's a handful. Char, what would you do for this guy? He's got asthma, diverticulitis, and glaucoma.
He's got all the classic signs of a gluten intolerance.
Oh, yeah, he is drop-dead gluten intolerant. He actually, absolutely right, Char. You get an A+. And this guy needs to be drop-dead gluten-free. That includes the dog and the cat and the bird and the fish and the spouse and the mother-in-law. There might not be a mother-in-law living in the house if he's 83, but renters, kids, brothers and sisters, anybody living with him has got to be drop-dead gluten-free so there's no cross-contamination in the laundry, the food preparation services, the beds that they sleep in, and the couches that they share watching TV. And then what would you give him at 141 pounds for his glaucoma?
Well, he just needs a healthy start pack, really, because with glaucoma is just high blood pressure of the eye, so getting on a gluten-free diet and having calcium should take care of it.
Yeah, I'd definitely give him the healthy start pack at 141 pounds. Wouldn't hurt to take one of those. And then I would give him, what would you do for, let's say, high blood pressure? Just think of high blood pressure in the eye. What would you give him in addition to the healthy start pack?
I give him the Ultimate Daily Classic.
Ultimate Daily Classic. He can have 3 of those twice a day. That'd be 2 bottles a month. If you had to throw in one more thing, what would it be, Char?
For high blood pressure, you mean? One more thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ultimate Cardio Sticks.
Oh, the cardio sticks?
Yeah, I'd throw in the cardio sticks because if he's got blockages in his eyes, the odds are he's got them in his heart and his brain and all that other kind of stuff, too. And it's also going to help with more blood flow into the lungs if he's got asthma and all this kind of stuff. So I'd also give him the Ultimate Cardio Sticks. If finances are not a problem, I'd give him one at breakfast, one at dinner time. If finances are a problem, give him one, make up the dose, have him take half the dose at breakfast, the other half at dinner time. And he'll respond very well. Even at 83, we deal with people who are in their 90s, even 102 years old. They do very, very well when you get them off of gluten and you get them on the 90. And the body wants to heal itself. And if you're biblically oriented, you know the good Lord made us in His image. And I guarantee you God doesn't have glaucoma or diverticulitis. Okay, let's see here, Doug. What about another one?
Yeah, let's head to Atlanta, Georgia. And Tanya, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
So, Tanya, you're on the air.
Yes, hello. My name is Tanya. Okay, so I have 2 issues, one for my husband and one for me. Do you have time to answer both?
Well, we'll see. We got to get going
Okay.
here.
Okay, so my husband, he has been taking the as slim as possible, and we're both taking that healthy pack type of thing. But he has high blood pressure, and was really getting him excited that he can lose weight. So
sure. Now,
he's been on it.
Wait a minute. Stop there for a minute. How long has he been on the Healthy Start Pack?
I would say January.
Okay.
Roughly.
Has he seen any benefit in weight loss or blood pressure?
Definitely in both. He was at 315. Now he's at 267.
Oh, that's
as far
very
as
good.
weight.
Yeah. So he lost 55 pounds. That's wonderful.
Right.
What about his blood pressure?
His blood pressure went down a little bit. I don't have that number, but he was at 136.
That's good enough. Okay, so, Char, what would you do for a guy? He's lost 55 pounds. His blood pressure coming down a little bit. He now weighs 265. What would you do for him? He's taking the SAP, okay, and the Healthy Start Pack. What would you do for him?
Well, for the blood pressure, I would add the Daily Classic and the Niacin Plus and the Cardio Sticks for the blood pressure.
And also, I would make sure, in addition to staying away from gluten, I would make him totally grain-free. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no rice, no millet, no buckwheat, no potatoes. He can have all the steamed vegetables he wants, and eggs, and steamed vegetables and fish, and steamed vegetables and meat, steamed vegetables and poultry. But I'd stay away from the carbs because even a slice of multigrain, gluten-free bread will drive your blood sugar up higher and faster than a heaping tablespoon of sugar, drive your blood pressure up, keep the weight on you because it's still 4.5 calories per gram, even in gluten-free bread. Okay? But keep up what you're doing, but I would add the things that Char said, the Ultimate Daily Classic and the Ultimate Cardio Sticks. Add that to your program and watch what happens. He will be, just on what he's doing good, so let's do great. We'll be back after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, Night for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Texas. And Mike, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Mike, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. How you doing, sir?
Fine, sir. Thank you very much. How can I help you today?
Sir, I just want to ask you a question. Is rheumatoid arthritis an autoimmune disease?
Is it an autoimmune disease? No. Rheumatoid arthritis is actually a combination of bone-to-bone arthritis and a secondary infection with a bug called mycoplasma, which is killable in a couple of weeks with an antibiotic called minocycline, just like syphilis is killable in a couple of weeks with penicillin. Okay, and then you've got to deal with all the destroyed cartilage and damaged joint capsules and so forth. And so we have a program to support and promote maintenance repair. What would that be, Char, for somebody with rheumatoid arthritis?
From rheumatoid, killer biotics.
And what else would you give them?
Oh, I would give them a healthy bone and joint pack, actually, because they got arthritis.
You get an A+. It'd be one healthy bone and joint pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. And as Char said, the killer biotic, whether you use the minocycline antibiotic or not, you want to throw in the killer biotic, 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. And then I would also use topically. What would you use on the joints that are painful with rheumatoid arthritis, Char?
I would use the CM cream with the trauma oil added to it.
Okay, perfect. And so this individual is going to get quick pain relief, say maybe in 15, 20 minutes. You're going to get significant or total pain relief for 3 to 5 hours, so it may have to be repeated 2-3 times a day. But there's no reason to suffer if you're going to go the natural route. And then, of course, the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, as Char said, is designed for 1 per 100 pounds of body weight per month, a minimum of 15 glucogel a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, all of which is accomplished with 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. And the beauty of all this is designed to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, bone matrix, bone itself. And again, the short answer is rheumatoid arthritis is not an autoimmune disease. It's a combination of bone-to-bone arthritis and an infection with mycoplasma. And so remember, there's thousands of failed medical theories every century, and the 20th century, 21st century is no different. And rheumatoid arthritis being an autoimmune disease is one of those failed theories by the medical system because they just don't understand the disease. They have no earthly idea what it is, and so they blame it on your body attacking itself, and then they won't have to feel responsible and lose sleep trying to figure out what to do for you. But you can do great things yourself. You can avoid surgery. In most cases, within weeks, you'll notice a huge benefit from reduction of swelling and inflammation, pain levels, and the need for surgery for most people with rheumatoid arthritis is almost zero. Okay, Doug, do we have time for another one?
No, we got about 60 seconds here.
60 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and take it. Remind everybody, we are in a time of catastrophic events happening one after the other. As said by experts, that our children will be the first generation of Americans who do not live as long as their parents. I cannot stand by and watch that. Joe Biden, Vice President Joe Biden, buried his son, Beau, 46. Steve Jobs his parents buried him at 56. Iwata from Nintendo, his parents buried him at 55. Past President Jimmy Carter buried his grandson at 28. Rick Warren, very famous pastor, a great book, Purpose-Driven Life, buried his son at age 28. What is going on here? Well, because there's not enough nutrition in our food. It's highly variable. In no place is there enough nutrition in our food that just eating well is enough. Is the point I'm making. You must supplement. If you do not supplement your children, if you do not supplement before pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy, if you do not supplement your children from the beginning, you will be burying them. That's what experts are saying. And this is very, very scary. Do not let this fall into your family. Do not be a grandparent who's babysitting a special needs child. It's totally unnecessary, totally preventable. Give the 90 essential nutrients for presents, birthdays, engagement gifts, wedding gifts. Don't give them money. You won't be happy in the end. Okay, well, thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Youngevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound. Turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.